Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will put total leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Volunteers offense takes the field to start this game off. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
This is a team that believes they're way better than what their record indicates. I know they've got a losing record coming into this one, but they felt like they could make some plays early in this one and show the rest of the country just how good they are. Phenomenal job on defense. On the opening drive, getting the pick, and now setting the offense up here early with great field position.
Offense getting set for first down.
Here we go. Alert. Oh.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some...
He lets it fly. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown Vols! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all of the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Cantrell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Working the middle. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They'll run it. It's Lacey. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arkansas! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Flushed out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Harris back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
On the run, it's Lacey. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. They blocked it. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. So they had the blocked extra point, had to settle for 6, and they hope the kickoff goes a little smoother. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... He's off to the races. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Harris will throw, trying to get to him. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got it set up on the outside. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Steps away to find some room. Open space at the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Opportunity to crawl within a touchdown, but the missed field goal leaves us with a 9-point game. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. He'll try it again. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Razorbacks are on the move.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alford. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Run in the red zone. It's Cantrell. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Gonna run it. It's Jefferson. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to go up top on first down. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Troy. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown ball. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Harris back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the pass rusher there. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the QB with the sack, but he was able to still use his arms and his wingspan to knock that ball loose.
The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quick completion on the out route. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to just keep throwing it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by... And they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On second down, looking again to throw. Buys a little time, but now he's swallowed up and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense, because on fourth down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.